Life is a narrative, and each of us holds the pen to write our own story. It may not always feel that way. Circumstances often seem beyond our control, and it's easy to believe that life is something that happens to us rather than something we actively create. But the truth is, no matter what has occurred in the past or what challenges lie ahead, we have the power to shape our own lives through the choices we make, the perspectives we adopt, and the actions we take. Every new day offers an empty page waiting for us to decide how we will fill it. Many people feel stuck in a story they didn't choose, burdened by past mistakes, difficult circumstances, or external expectations. It's easy to believe that these things define us, locking us into a narrative we can't escape. But the past is only a chapter, not the entire book. No matter how difficult previous chapters may have been, they do not dictate how the story must continue. We have the power to turn the page, to begin again, and to craft a narrative that reflects who we want to be and the life we want to live. Taking ownership of your story starts with recognizing that you are not a passive character but the author. This doesn't mean denying the influence of outside forces. There are always things beyond our control. But it does mean acknowledging your ability to control your response to those forces. You can choose to view obstacles as opportunities for growth, to find strength in the face of adversity, and to act with purpose even when circumstances are challenging. It's not about erasing the difficulties, it's about choosing how you will let them shape you. Every decision you make, no matter how small, contributes to the story you are writing. Each choice is a sentence, a paragraph, a page in the book of your life. The beauty of this is that change is always possible. If you don't like the direction your story is taking, you can rewrite it. You can set new goals, adopt new habits, and shift your perspective. It's never too late to start a new chapter. The key is to remember that the pen is in your hands, and you have the power to chart a new course. Fear often holds people back from rewriting their stories. The fear of failure, judgment, or the unknown can make it tempting to stick with what feels safe, even if it's unfulfilling. But growth and transformation require stepping out of your comfort zone. Writing a new chapter means taking risks, embracing uncertainty, and trusting in your ability to navigate whatever comes next. It's about having the courage to dream, to act, and to believe in the possibility of change. The process of rewriting your story also involves letting go of limiting beliefs. These are the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what we're capable of, stories that often stem from past experiences or the expectations of others. I'm not smart enough, I'll never succeed, it's too late for me. These narratives can feel so ingrained that they seem like facts. But they are not. They are simply stories, and like any story, they can be rewritten. By challenging these beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones, you create a new narrative that reflects your true potential. It's also important to recognize that your story is uniquely yours. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's, and it doesn't have to follow a traditional path. Success and fulfillment mean different things to different people, and your story should reflect what matters most to you, not what others expect of you. Writing your own story means being true to yourself, honoring your values, and pursuing the life that feels most meaningful to you. As the author of your story, you also have the power to influence the stories of others. The choices you make, the kindness you show, and the way you live your life can inspire those around you. Your story has the potential to impact not just your own life, but the lives of others in profound and meaningful ways. This interconnectedness reminds us that our individual stories are part of a greater narrative, one that we all contribute to and shape together. Life is unpredictable, and no story unfolds exactly as planned. There will be plot twists, unexpected challenges, and moments of uncertainty. But these are the elements that make the story rich and compelling. They are the moments that test your character and reveal your resilience. By embracing these moments as part of the journey, you create a narrative that is not only authentic but also deeply meaningful. Your story is not fixed, it is a living, evolving creation. Every day is an opportunity to add a new chapter, to take the story in a new direction, or to reinforce the values and goals that matter most to you. The pen is in your hands. Write boldly, write authentically, and remember that the power to shape your life is yours alone. The power of possibility is one of the most profound forces in life. It is the belief that something more, something better, or something new is always within reach. It is what allows us to dream beyond our current circumstances, to envision futures that are brighter than the present, and to act with hope even when the odds seem stacked against us. Possibility ignites our imagination and fuels our resilience, reminding us that no matter where we are or what we face, the story is not over. There is always more to discover, more to learn, and more to achieve. Possibility begins in the mind. It starts with the ability to see beyond limitations, to look at obstacles not as dead ends, but as opportunities for growth and innovation. When we embrace the idea that change is possible, we open ourselves to new perspectives and new solutions. This mindset is powerful because it transforms how we approach challenges. Instead of feeling defeated by what seems impossible, we are motivated to ask, what if this simple question has the potential to unlock ideas, pathways, and actions that were previously hidden from view? Possibility gives us the courage to take risks. Fear often keeps people stuck, paralyzed by uncertainty and the potential for failure. But when we focus on what is possible, fear begins to lose its grip. The prospect of achieving something greater than our fears gives us the strength to move forward, even when the outcome is uncertain. This is not about ignoring risks or acting recklessly. It's about recognizing that growth and progress require stepping into the unknown. Every breakthrough, every innovation, and every success begins with someone daring to believe that what has never been done before is in fact possible. Possibility also creates a sense of agency. It reminds us that we are not powerless, even in the face of adversity. When we believe in the possibility of change, we begin to see the choices available to us, no matter how small they may seem. Each choice becomes a step toward a new reality, a piece of a larger puzzle that we have the power to assemble. This sense of agency is empowering because it shifts the focus from what we cannot control to what we can. It encourages us to take ownership of our lives, to act with intention, and to create momentum toward the future we envision. The beauty of possibility is that it is not limited by current circumstances. Even in the darkest moments, there is potential for light. This doesn't mean that change is easy or immediate, but it does mean that it is always within reach. History is filled with stories of people who rose from difficult beginnings, who turned setbacks into opportunities, and who achieved what once seemed impossible. These stories are reminders that the human spirit is capable of incredible resilience and transformation when fueled by the belief in possibility. Possibility also connects us to others. When we share our dreams and aspirations, we invite collaboration and support. We inspire others to see what could be and to join us in making it a reality. This collective belief in possibility is what drives communities to overcome challenges, organizations to innovate, and societies to progress. It is a force that not only uplifts individuals but also unites people in pursuit of common goals. When we embrace possibility together, our combined efforts create a power that is greater than any one person could achieve alone. It's important to recognize that the power of possibility is not about ignoring difficulties or pretending that challenges don't exist. It is about acknowledging those challenges while refusing to let them define the limits of what can be achieved. Possibility is not blind optimism. It is a grounded belief that effort, creativity, and perseverance can lead to meaningful change. This belief allows us to approach life with a sense of hope and determination, even when the path forward is unclear. Possibility also cultivates gratitude. When we believe in what is possible, we begin to see the potential in what we already have. We recognize the tools, resources, and relationships that can help us move toward our goals. This perspective fosters a sense of appreciation for the present moment while also inspiring action toward the future. It's a balance that allows us to find joy in the journey while striving for something greater. Possibility creates power because it shifts our focus from limitations to opportunities. It reminds us that our current circumstances do not have to define our future, and that every moment holds the potential for change. This belief empowers us to act with intention, to take risks, and to persist in the face of challenges. It connects us to others, fuels our creativity, and strengthens our resilience. Most importantly, it reminds us that the story is not over and that we hold the power to shape what comes next. No matter where we are or what we face, the power of possibility invites us to dream, to act, and to believe in the extraordinary potential of what can be. Life often moves so quickly that we forget to take a moment to truly appreciate what we have. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of more success, more recognition, more possessions, believing that these things will bring lasting happiness. But the truth is, real contentment doesn't come from accumulating more. It comes from recognizing and valuing what we already have. Gratitude is a simple yet transformative practice that can completely shift the way we see our lives. It has the power to bring clarity and joy, even in the midst of challenges, because it shifts our focus from what's missing to what's present and abundant. When life feels overwhelming, it's natural to focus on the things that aren't going well. We think about the opportunities we missed, the struggles we're facing, or the goals that seem so far out of reach. This mindset creates a sense of lack, making it difficult to see the good that still surrounds us. Gratitude interrupts this pattern by encouraging us to pause and notice the positive aspects of our lives, no matter how small they may seem. It might be the kindness of a stranger, the comfort of a home-cooked meal, or the love and support of family and friends. These moments are the foundation of our well-being, and when we take the time to appreciate them, our perspective begins to shift. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring life's difficulties or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about finding balance, acknowledging the struggles while also recognizing the blessings that exist alongside them. This balance allows us to approach challenges with a sense of resilience and hope. Instead of feeling weighed down by what's going wrong, we can draw strength from the things that are going right. Gratitude is not about denying hardship, it's about reminding ourselves that even in the hardest times, there is still something to be thankful for. Practicing gratitude can also transform the way we view success and achievement. Many people measure their happiness by external milestones, telling themselves, "I'll be happy when I get that promotion," or "I'll be happy when I achieve this goal." While these achievements can bring a sense of satisfaction, they are often fleeting. Gratitude teaches us that happiness is not something we find at the end of the journey, it's something we cultivate along the way. When we learn to appreciate the process, the effort, and the growth that comes with striving for our goals, we discover a deeper, more lasting sense of fulfillment. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to shift our relationships. When we express appreciation for the people in our lives, we strengthen our connections and create an atmosphere of mutual respect and kindness. A simple thank you or a heartfelt acknowledgement of someone's efforts can go a long way in fostering deeper bonds. Gratitude reminds us to focus on what we value in others rather than what we find frustrating or lacking. This shift not only enhances our relationships but also enriches our own sense of belonging and community. Gratitude is a skill that grows stronger with practice. It might feel unnatural at first, especially if you're going through a tough time or if you've spent years focusing on what's missing in your life. But like any skill, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. One simple way to start is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or profound sometimes. The smallest things make the biggest difference. Over time, this practice trains your mind to look for the positive, even in challenging situations. Another way to cultivate gratitude is by taking a moment each day to reflect on what went well. It could be a kind word from a friend, a task you completed, or even the simple fact that you made it through another day. By intentionally focusing on these moments, you begin to build a habit of noticing the good in your life. This doesn't mean you won't face difficulties, but it does mean that those difficulties won't overshadow the positive aspects of your experience. Gratitude has a ripple effect. When we choose to focus on what we're thankful for, we naturally become more optimistic, resilient, and present. This positive energy radiates outward, influencing the way we interact with others and the way they, in turn, interact with us. By embracing gratitude, we create a cycle of positivity that can transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. Even in moments of struggle, gratitude offers a way to anchor ourselves. It reminds us that no matter how hard things may seem, there is still light to be found. It might be a small glimmer at first, but as we continue to practice gratitude, that light grows stronger, illuminating the path forward. Gratitude doesn't erase life's challenges, but it does give us the strength and perspective to face them with hope and courage. Life often feels like a series of milestones. From a young age, we are taught to set goals, strive for success, and achieve what we believe will bring us happiness. It's easy to fall into the mindset that happiness lies in reaching a specific destination, a promotion, a degree, a new relationship, or a certain level of wealth. While achieving these milestones can bring satisfaction, it is usually fleeting. Happiness rooted in external achievements often fades as quickly as it comes, leaving us searching for the next thing. This endless cycle can make it feel as though true fulfillment is always just out of reach. The truth is, happiness is not found at the end of the road, it's found in the process of getting there. It's in the effort, the growth, the moments of connection, and the lessons learned along the way. When we focus solely on the end result, we miss the richness of the journey itself. Life is not a race to a finish line, it's a collection of experiences that shape us, teach us, and ultimately define who we are. The journey is where we find meaning, purpose, and joy, even when the path is challenging. The idea that happiness is tied to a future accomplishment often leaves us feeling unfulfilled in the present. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when, and in doing so, we postpone joy, convincing ourselves that our current state isn't enough. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if we chose to find value and contentment in the steps we take each day, regardless of where they might lead? This doesn't mean abandoning ambition or goals, it means recognizing that the journey toward them is just as important, if not more so, than the goals themselves. The process of working towards something meaningful is often where we experience the most growth. It's in the challenges we face and overcome, the effort we put in, and the resilience we build along the way. These moments shape our character and teach us valuable lessons about perseverance, adaptability, and self-discovery. The journey is not always easy. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but these are the experiences that strengthen us and prepare us for whatever lies ahead. When we learn to embrace the process, we begin to see these challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities for growth. There is a profound sense of fulfillment that comes from giving your best to something. Even if the outcome is uncertain, the act of striving, learning, and improving brings a sense of purpose and satisfaction that no external achievement can fully replicate. It's in these moments of effort that we find a deeper connection to ourselves and to what truly matters. The journey allows us to discover our passions, test our limits, and build a life that aligns with our values. Finding happiness in the journey also means being present. Too often, we get caught up in the past or worry about the future, missing the beauty of the present moment. We overlook the small joys, the laughter of a loved one, the satisfaction of a job well done, the warmth of the sun on our skin. These seemingly ordinary moments are the essence of life, and when we learn to appreciate them, we realize that happiness has been with us all along. There's a tendency to compare our progress to others, which can make it even harder to enjoy the journey. We see others achieving what we want, and we feel as though we're falling behind. But everyone's path is unique, and comparing our journey to someone else's only detracts from the joy and fulfillment we can find in our own experiences. By focusing on our individual path and appreciating where we are, we free ourselves from the pressure of comparison and open up to the possibility of finding contentment in our own progress. It's also important to remember that the journey is not just about personal growth, it's about connection. The relationships we build, the people we help, and the lives we touch are all part of what makes the journey meaningful. Sharing moments of joy, working through challenges together, and celebrating successes, no matter how small, create bonds that enrich our lives in ways no solitary achievement ever could. The journey may not always be smooth, but it is always worth it. Each step, each moment, is an opportunity to learn, grow, and find joy in the present. When we shift our focus from the destination to the journey itself, we discover that happiness is not something to be chased or earned, it is something to be experienced every single day. Life is happening now, in the effort we make, the connections we cherish, and the lessons we embrace along the way. The journey, with all its highs and lows, is where we truly find ourselves in the happiness we seek. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns, moments of triumph, and periods of struggle. Yet, the way we perceive this journey is what determines its impact on us. Many of us go through life fixated on the difficulties we face, allowing them to dominate our thoughts and emotions. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if, instead of focusing on what's wrong, we began to look at every experience as an opportunity to grow, learn, and evolve? This subtle but powerful shift in perspective has the potential to transform not only how we see our lives, but how we live them. When challenges arise, our instinct is often to ask, "Why is this happening to me?" This question stems from a place of frustration and resistance. However, the truth is that life's greatest lessons often come from the moments that test us the most. Setbacks are not signs of failure, they are signals of growth. They are the moments that push us out of our comfort zones, forcing us to adapt, to reflect, and to discover strengths we never knew we had. By asking, what can I learn from this, instead of why me, we reclaim our power and turn obstacles into stepping stones for a better future. Gratitude is one of the most transformative tools we possess, yet it is often overlooked. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to focus on what's missing rather than what we have. We get caught up in the pursuit of more success, more possessions, more recognition, and in doing so, we lose sight of the abundance already present in our lives. Taking even a few moments each day to acknowledge the things we are thankful for can completely alter our mindset. It could be something as simple as the laughter of a loved one, the warmth of the sun, or the comfort of a good meal. Gratitude is not about ignoring difficulties, but about recognizing the good that exists alongside them. This shift in focus allows us to approach life with a sense of balance and appreciation, which can profoundly impact our overall sense of well-being. One of the biggest misconceptions about happiness is that it lies in reaching a particular goal or milestone. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get the promotion, or I'll be happy when I find the perfect partner. While achieving goals can bring temporary satisfaction, lasting happiness is found in the process, not the outcome. It's in the effort we put forth, the resilience we build, and the lessons we learn along the way. The journey itself is where life happens. By embracing this truth, we can find joy and fulfillment in the present moment, rather than postponing it for some future event. Every person has the power to shape their own story. No matter what has happened in the past, the future remains unwritten. If there are parts of your life you're unhappy with, remember that you have the ability to rewrite them. Change doesn't have to be grand or immediate. Even the smallest steps can lead to significant transformations over time. It's about taking ownership of your choices and recognizing that your life is a canvas, one where new colors and patterns can always be added. You are not a passive participant in your story, you are its author, with the ability to create the narrative you desire. Possibility is the key to unlocking personal power. When you view life through a lens of possibility, obstacles become opportunities, and failures become invaluable lessons. This mindset encourages you to approach challenges with courage and optimism, knowing that every experience, whether positive or negative, has the potential to contribute to your growth. It's not about pretending life is always easy or perfect, but about acknowledging that even in difficulty, there is potential for transformation. Changing the way you see your life is not an overnight process. It requires conscious effort and a commitment to reframing your perspective. But the rewards are immeasurable. By choosing to see life as a journey of growth, gratitude, and possibility, you unlock a sense of purpose and resilience that can carry you through even the toughest times. This shift in perspective doesn't just change how you see your life, it changes the life you live. Life is filled with moments of joy, periods of uncertainty, and inevitable challenges that test the strength of our character. Often, when faced with difficulties, our immediate reaction is to view them as barriers holding us back. We focus on the weight of these challenges, allowing them to dictate how we feel and the way we perceive our circumstances. This mindset, though understandable, prevents us from seeing the true value hidden within the struggles we endure. Every setback, every misstep holds a lesson, a spark of growth waiting to emerge. But this can only happen if we learn to see these moments not as the end of the road, but as opportunities to rise stronger and wiser. Life does not hand us difficulties to break us, but to shape us. The truth is, struggles are a natural part of the human experience. They push us beyond our comfort zones, forcing us to adapt and evolve. Challenges demand resilience and creativity, calling upon strength we often don't realize we possess until tested. When faced with obstacles, the most powerful question we can ask ourselves is, what is this teaching me? This question shifts our focus from frustration and self-pity to curiosity and determination. The moments that seem like setbacks are often catalysts for a new perspective or a new direction, ones we might not have considered otherwise. It's easy to feel defeated when life doesn't go as planned, but growth is rarely linear, and success is never built without some element of struggle. The key is to understand that setbacks are not failures, they are stepping stones. They provide valuable insight and the chance to pause, reassess, and refine our approach. Each time we face a challenge, we are presented with an opportunity to gain strength and wisdom. Through these experiences, we learn not only about the world, but about ourselves, our capabilities, our limits, and our potential to rise above adversity. Learning to embrace setbacks as part of the journey takes a shift in perspective. It requires letting go of the idea that life is supposed to be smooth or predictable. Challenges are not interruptions of the path, they are the path. When we approach life with this mindset, we begin to see obstacles not as barriers but as invitations to grow. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but with time and practice, it can transform the way we navigate life's inevitable ups and downs. Resilience is not something we are born with, it is something we develop through experience. Every time we face a difficult situation and choose to persevere, we build resilience. This resilience becomes a wellspring of strength that we can draw upon in the future. It reminds us that we are capable of weathering storms and that no setback is permanent. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring pain or hardship, it means acknowledging it, learning from it, and continuing to move forward with hope and determination. The process of growth is rarely comfortable. It often requires us to confront parts of ourselves or our lives that we would rather avoid. But this discomfort is where transformation begins. It's in the moments when we feel stretched beyond our limits that we discover just how far we can go. These experiences force us to adapt, to think creatively, and to approach life with a renewed sense of purpose. Growth is not about avoiding challenges, but about leaning into them with the understanding that they are shaping us into stronger, more capable individuals. It's important to remember that setbacks are temporary, but the lessons they teach can last a lifetime. Each difficulty we face contributes to the person we are becoming. With every challenge we overcome, we gain not only confidence but also a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. These lessons are gifts, even if they don't feel like it at the time. They give us the tools we need to face future challenges with greater ease and perspective. Viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth doesn't mean life will always be easy or that challenges won't feel overwhelming. There will be moments of doubt and frustration, and that's okay. The goal is not to avoid these feelings, but to move through them with the understanding that they are part of the process. By embracing setbacks as opportunities for growth, we cultivate a mindset of resilience and optimism that can carry us through even the most difficult times. This mindset allows us to approach life with courage and curiosity, knowing that every experience, whether positive or negative, has the potential to shape us into the best version of ourselves.